how to find and kill a vampire in the movie Nosferatu. In the latest adaptation of this iconic vampire story, there was one scene that really stood out to me, because it shows something I've never seen before: a historically accurate vampire hunt. Thomas goes to a Transylvanian village in winter, where he observes a band of Romani people use a virgin woman on top of a horse to help them find the grave of a vampire. One of them stabbed the decomposing corpse in the heart, and blood came gushing out of its mouth. Now, let's uncover some Slavic lore. I want to read you a short passage by Vuk Karadžić, a famous 19th century Serbian linguist, philologist, and anthropologist, who recorded many folk traditions of the Southern Slavs. Vampires usually appear in winter from Christmas to Spasovdan. When people start dying in large numbers in the village, rumors swirl that a vampire is in the graveyard, and they start guessing who became a vampire. Sometimes they take a young black stud horse without patches on its hide, and they lead him to walk over the graves in which they suspect the vampire could lurk. They do this because they say that such a stud will not and could not walk over the grave of the vampire. If they are convinced that they've identified the grave, it happens that they open the grave. All the villagers gather with hawthorn stakes, and then they open the coffin. If they find a man who did not decompose, they run the stakes through him, throw the remains into a fire, and let it burn. The choice made for this movie to have a virgin on a white horse, I think, serves both a cinematic and symbolic purpose. The black horse would have been lost in this dark scene, and I think the woman was added to emphasize the importance of this ritual. Symbolically, they might represent the clean, living side, clashing with the unclean spirit of the undead. Thomas asks Count Orlok, or Nosferatu, about the unfamiliar practice of the people. The Count dismisses it as superstition. He says, "How I look forward to retiring to your city of a modern mind, who knows nothing of nor believes in these such morbid fairy tales." I think he is frightened of the people, because they know how to destroy him, having centuries of knowledge and practice on others of his kind. Robert Eggers, the writer and director of Nosferatu, said that he's been interested in this story since he was a child, and he's been researching and working on this movie for over 10 years, and I think it really shows. As always, the link to my resources will be in the description of this video. I'll see you in the next one.